YouTube. Today we've got Benchmark Battles episode 5, and we're battling the Galaxy A5 2017 against the Galaxy S7 Edge. Now, many people are comparing the Galaxy A5 to the standard Galaxy S7, the flat model, because the design is very similar and they're saying that it compares directly with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an exact comparison in our benchmark battles to see how close the Galaxy A5 2017 actually is to the Galaxy S7 Edge. So if we look at our specs here, we have on the Galaxy A5 2017 an Exynos 7880 at 1.87 gigahertz with 3 gigs of RAM. Now on the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, we're looking at an Exynos 8890 at 1.59 gigahertz and 4 gigs of RAM. So we'll get right into it. We'll start with the CPU benchmark as always on Geekbench 4, and here we go. Alright, so finishing up here with our CPU score, we can see that the Galaxy S7 Edge is much powerful. This will be the same on the regular Galaxy S7. We're looking at almost 1200 difference in the single core score and an 1800 difference in the multi-core score. So if you go to the phone store to buy yourself a new phone and the guy tries convincing you that the Galaxy A5 is just like the Galaxy S7 Edge or the Galaxy S7, it's not true. There's a major difference in performance between these two phones, and it's got a little bit of a price difference. It's about a $200 difference in price, but still, I mean, you can't take what everybody says as legitimate fact. So the proof is in the pudding here. So alright, just because they're designed differently also does not mean, or they're designed similarly, does not mean that they're the same performance on both phones. So now we're going to go into the compute score, and what we're looking at on the Samsung Galaxy A5 is a Mali T830, and it's got a display resolution of 1080 by 1920, and the pixels per inch are 423. On the Galaxy S7 Edge, we have a Mali T880 GPU, a resolution of 1440 by 2560, and a pixels per inch of 535. So you can automatically see that the Galaxy S7 Edge has a much crisper, brighter, cleaner display, and you can kind of see the color difference over the camera here. The Galaxy A5 is a little bit more reddish of a hue in the screen tint. So we'll get right into the compute score, and here we go. Alright, so finishing up the compute score, we can see that we get almost a 1600 point difference between the Galaxy A5 2017 and the Galaxy S7 Edge. So this also goes to show that it is not the same as the Galaxy S7. Now, it is pretty worthy for the price point that it is at, but if the guy at the store, I'm mainly talking about Wireless Wave and Rogers here because they both told me the Galaxy A5 is pretty much just a cheaper version of the Galaxy S7. Well, that's not true. It's taken a hit on specs, and it's taken a hit on a few other things. So you got to watch out for what these guys say. They're just trying to sell you a phone. And if you want the best of the best, you like having the high specs, you like having a good product in your pocket, then you gotta do your research and find out for yourself. Alright, so as we can see here, we're looking at some pretty decent specs. The S7 Edge with the Exynos model beats out the Snapdragon 821 model, no problem. And this one actually beats the Snapdragon 821 model on the compute score. So we'll go out here and we will get to our Antutu. We'll close out of Geekbench first though. And start on our Antutu. So this is to test the performance of the graphics processing units. So I have done both these phones before, but we'll do it again for the purpose of this video, as always, because there is always a margin of error. So we will test again and test again. And here we go. Alright, so finishing up on our Antutu benchmark for the graphics processing unit, what we can see is that the Samsung Galaxy A5 2017 gets less than half of that of the Galaxy S7 Edge. The Galaxy S7 Edge got an 80,000 better score. That's more than the overall score of the Galaxy A5 2017. So again, it brings me back to my point. If they try telling you at the phone store that the Galaxy A5 is basically a revamped version of the Galaxy S7 Edge and it's much cheaper, because this is what they told me when I went to my local wireless wave, also at the Rogers store. This is what they told me. Now I don't know if they get paid on commission or what, but they're really trying to shove the Galaxy A5 down people's throats, and I don't entirely agree with that. So do your research. If you want to get the best performance out of your phone, pay a little bit extra, but I'm not saying that the Galaxy A5 is a bad phone. This is an awesome phone. It gets better battery life than the Galaxy S7 Edge. If you notice, when I started this video, both of these phones were at 80%. Now the Galaxy A5 is at 77% and the S7 Edge is at 74%. So that shows you how much better battery life you're getting out of the Galaxy A5, but that has a lot to do with a lower resolution screen, a lower powered CPU and GPU with a 3000 milliamp hour battery. So you're getting overall better battery life on the Galaxy A5, but not better performance. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and this wraps up Benchmark Battles episode 5. We'll catch you on the next one.